everybody, my name is Cheri. Welcome to my stamp studio. That card I'm going to do for you today, I'm going to use the set that is the optional add-on for my November card club. So if you're not familiar with my card club, here's how I'm going to tell you how it works. And so for those of you that are in my card club, you have until the 10th if you want to add this month's optional add-on set. So the card I'm going to do doesn't use this stuff in the card club, but I'm going to show you another way if you have the set that you'll be able to use it. And for those of you who don't know about my card club, I'm going to show you what comes in it in case you want to subscribe, because you also have until the 10th to subscribe. And you can, the 10th is the same day every month, but if you want in on November's, then you have to be subscribed by the 10th. So once you subscribe, then it's through PayPal subscription services. So once you're in, you don't have to remember to every month. You just have to go over and get the set if you want to add the set. So for November, you get a full spool of the gray granite shimmer ribbon. You get a full package of the garden gems from Eden's Garden. And I was really excited to put these in since these are a limited edition and they may sell out because they're just available while supplies last. And then you're going to get a half a packet of the Neutrals Designer Series paper. So that is card club, and then you'll get the supplies to make 6 projects and the 6 envelopes for your projects. So there'll be 6 cards. We do three cards, so you'll make 2 of each, and then you get the videos to do those. So here is your first project, and you'll have the instructions to do this. So you can see a little bit of this video. This video has posted, and this uses the To the Moon, which is our optional add-on. Now, if this isn't your style or you already have it, you don't have to add it on. But each month you have the option to add on. Whoops, did that the wrong way. You do have the option to add on the stamp set, and there's a perk of being in my club. You can add it on, and as long as you do it by the 10th of the month, then it ships with your card club, and you only pay catalog cost. So the cost for this is $17. I pick up the shipping and the tax, and I just stick it in with your supplies. So you'll get all this. You always get a little snack as well, a little fun goodie. And then you have the supplies, and then you'll get the links when I mail it out to you for the video that will walk you through the 3 projects. And you, like I said, you get the cards to go with. You'll use this stuff, but you get, like on this one, you'll get the gray granite, you'll get the pieces of vanilla, you'll get the copper, so you can mix it with this and then follow along. And then always, when you do any of my classes or you come to an in-person event, you can always add on an adhesive bundle. And this is something new I've started doing. So I'm going to show you my adhesive bundle because several of you have already added it on. So again, this is just catalog cost, and the case is free. We don't sell these anymore, but I have a stash. So for as long as I have the case is included. Once they're gone, they're gone. So I think it's like $28, $29 in that price range. And obviously it's something that you'll only need maybe every 4, 5, 6 months, depending on how many cards you make. And I'm going to pop it open and show you what's in it. So it comes with a new seal. It has the mini glue dots. It has both sizes of dimensionals, the full and the mini. It has the fine tip glue, and then it does have the bag for your Stampin' seal, but it makes it hard to put it in here. And then it has this. Now when you get it, I'm going to tell you, my husband packs them for me, and it takes a little bit of engineering skill to get it all in here. That's why the bag is folded up, because it makes it not go in here. When you get it, I would keep your seal out and just keep the rest of it. And in fact, if you take everything out of the packaging, then it'll all go in here. This part goes in just fine, and just keep your seal out to use it. So anytime you need to add this to a class or to your online club, there's a link over on my website. You just add it, and then I'll ship it along with. So that's just a little add-on. I'll also have these available at my in-person events that you can take one along with you. Also makes a great gift, but the only way you can get them is if you're in one of the classes. So the next class I have coming up is going to be a recipe book class. It's a real fun class, so be watching for that, and you can add that to that. But anytime there's a try it class, there's a retreat, if you need adhesive, then just go to that link that will be available on the sign up page with the class and just pop that on and add it. So like I said, I'm going to show you the set. So another perk of my online subscription card club is that we Zoom together. So I will be sending the Zoom date out. We do it about once every 3 months. And during the Zoom, I will take the supplies. So it may be this card, it probably not. It probably is not going to be one that I've already done an optional card to, but I will take, like I may take the To the Moon, and last month it was Delivering Cheer, and I may use To the Moon with the stuff you got last month and kind of mix and match, and we'll do it together via Zoom so I can see your bright, smiling, cheering faces, and you can see me and you can ask questions. But these are two alternates. These both have videos. This card, and if you don't like the To the Moon, I just want to show you, you don't have to use it. You can use one of the line arts. You can use, this is the new Eden's Garden. And then if you do like To the Moon, it's your style, here's a completely different stamp that doesn't use the stuff, because you know you're not going to have the supplies forever, because you do use them up. So this just uses Night of Navy. And then this is standard half a card. And then this is 4 by 5 1/4, 2 pieces of shimmery white. So let's make this card. What I love about the To the Moon set is that it's got lots of occasions in it. And sometimes, you know, especially like college graduation cards can be a little bit difficult. High school is a little bit easier because, you know, they're kids. And so you can kind of make a kid card. So I'm going to take this. I'm going to just put a little bit of adhesive right here. I'm going to put this right up to the top. Just like that. Now, one thing, you do not need to have a die cutting machine to be in my card club. So we'll always use stamp sets that they may have a die that goes with, but if you need any die cuts, I will send them to you pre-cut, pre-die cut. So don't worry about that. If you don't have a die cut machine, you don't need it. But for this one, I am going to use some dies. So this is one of the, maybe they're called Border Essentials. They're in the annual catalog. I will have the supply list down underneath this video. Now for this one, it kind of kills me. You have to go speed bump because it's the way it fits to make this card work. So I'm going to put it right down here at the bottom. Just kind of like this, line it up. I have brand new plates. My other plates, you know, plates are consumable. So don't keep using them, because when I ran it through here, it kind of pitted my card and it was yucky. Don't do that. Once, if your plates are ruining your card, your plates are done. Throw them away. They shouldn't last forever. They don't cost any more than a package of cardstock. But it's going to make that horrible, awful noise because it's going through speed bump. That wasn't awful. But now I can roll it through the whole way because my... this is the part. My plates were bad. And because I rolled it through the whole way, it just made all of my card... all of this had, like, you know, all the cut marks in it. Not pretty. You don't want to give somebody a card that's all pitted and yucky. So now I've got this, and it cuts. So now when we fold it, we have this fun little lip. Isn't that fun? We're going to go back to the die cut in just a second. But see, because that seal comes off, I can pull this off. It presses it a little bit hard. It makes it a little bit more permanent because we ran it through the die cut machine. And I'm just going to rub this off because I am going to stick it in the die cut machine. But it rubs right off. I'm going to use my sweatshirt. I have on a work sweatshirt today because we are actually going to see the traveling Broadway Anastasia on Broadway show tonight. So I am working, and then I'm going to get dressed pretty in a little bit. So I'm most certainly not going to dress pretty and then get out my navy inks. So I'm going to get my Night of Navy, and then this is from the To the Moon set. That is your optional add-on. Just ink this up. And then I'm going to put it down here, kind of in the scoop. And you want to make sure, you're going to love the way this stamps all these little planets. Well, I think it's the moon. It's the phases of the moon, but all the little moons have like little craters in them. So you want to make sure that you stamp them well enough, see that you get all those fun little craters. So super simple, a great guy card, right? Then I'm going to take the inside piece, move that up, and I'm going to use the blue again. I don't know why I shut it, because I have on a work shirt. This, if you could see the full shirt, it has lots of ink stains on it because I have had it for a few years now. And down below, I can use it to wipe my stamps off on. I'm gonna put this, it says, enjoy this new phase of life. A fun retirement, graduation, moving. I thought about using it for my nephew and his girlfriend when they just did a housewarming, but there was something, you know, housewarming is kind of more about the girl, right? And there was something that was much more Hannah. So I did Hannah. And then there's these teensy tiny little stars. So I'm using Smoky Slate. And I'm just gonna kind of let them disappear. Make sure you twist it so they don't all go the same direction. I'm just gonna go up this one side. I want them to be over the words, but not any of the dark. Just have a little over that. And then I'm gonna have it go the same direction, so when I add it to the card, they're kind of, but I don't want very many of them on this side. Just a few. And I'm gonna grab some scrap paper. And I'm going to take the Smoky Slate again. But I'm using Smoky Slate, but I don't have a slate one of these. I almost got a new one, but this is my blue one. I have my blending brushes. I keep in colors. So like I have a green one, an orange one, a pink one, a yellow one. This is my blue one. And instead of starting a gray one, I thought, well, it's okay if it has a little bit of blue tinge to it, because I'm going for like outer space. Which is it blue? Is it gray? Is it black? I don't know. So I went for the art. And I don't want to cover up all of that beautiful phases of the moon crater. So I'm going to try to not go right over the top of the moon. But I do want it to look outer spacey. So let's get it dark and kind of go in between them. And it can be kind of circly. So if you feel like sometimes your blending brush goes kind of circly, on this it's perfect because we're getting that outer space feel. You know, somebody that's graduating from aeronautical or aerospace engineering, this would be perfect card for them. And then down here, on this one, I'm just gonna kind of clean off my brush because I want it to be lighter down here than it was up there. Got that. Now I'm gonna go back to my cut and emboss machine. I am giving away a mini one, so go to my website. In November and December, when you make qualifying purchases, you get entered to win, and you can be entered to win as many times as you make a qualifying purchase. So this is, I think this is the paper one. I should have looked up the names of these. I just reached over and grabbed stuff. We have our virtual on-stage demonstrator event this week, so I'm trying to get a bunch of things filmed so I can get them edited so I can still have stuff to post while we're busy. So instead of looking up what everything was called, I was just sitting over here creating. Run this through here, but I will put the names of it when I post the videos down below. So either look below the video or go over to my website and you can see what it is. So this also kind of just lends to that fun outer space effect. And then just to kind of pick up a little bit more on that. There's not very much ink left on this, but it'll get some, a little bit more, a little bit outer spacey. Now you can see right here, because where I pulled that off, well, maybe you can't see it. It has a little bit of the white paper. So I just took this and kind of rubbed it off on my other one. And that took care of that. Because it just has a little bit of the white where I pulled it from that. You could leave it on there if you want it. But this time I'm going to stick more adhesive so it stays stuck. Again, put it right back up there to the top. Do this one first. Then when you put this one in, you can line it up so your white pieces match. So kind of half shut this and line those up. And then this one comes down so you can make sure that you can see that greeting with this closed. And then, you know, if I'm assuming I would give this to, you know, I want to keep it masculine. So often I don't add any embellishments, but this, because it has like that star quality, I'm going to go with the navy rhinestones out of the holiday rhinestones. and just add 3 of them and keep them. I don't think it makes it look flashy at all. It just looks like little planets out there in the horizon of the galaxy. You could almost do the pool party as well. In fact, if I was giving it to a girl, I probably would at the pool party. But this way it just kind of keeps it all, that one fell off. The one color. So there we are. It's another To the Moon. This one I cut a little bit lower. I like this one to cut a little bit higher. But it's still under there. I could also pull it down. Here, let's pull it down because you know seal, which comes in the adhesive add-on pack, is repositionable for a few minutes. So let's just push this all the way down to the bottom. In fact, if I wasn't doing it on the video, I would just chop a little bit off the top up here, and that would make it even a little better. There we go. That's better. This was just a little bit higher where I put that on there. There you go. So if you're interested in joining my card club, if you are watching on Instagram, there's in my link tree. If you're on YouTube, the link, I'll put the link down below the video. And you always have to scroll. Sometimes they're like, I don't see anything below the video. You have to go right into the video, and where there's a bunch of words, hit that little box and it opens up a whole bunch more little words. That's where you also see the things that I used in the video. You can also just hit the link to my website and it'll take you everywhere. If you're on Facebook, then again, hit the link to go visit my website and everything will be there. So if you have any questions at all, let me know and I'm happy to answer them. Again, the 10th of every month is the day that you have to let me know if you're in the club, if you want the set or the adhesives. And if you are not in the club, that's when you have to have joined to get that month's. So, and it always mails out by the 26th, but the 26th puts us to Thanksgiving and I host for our family and it's a super huge job. So my goal for this month, and only this month and December, because again, the 26th will put us right at Christmas. So my goal for the next 2 months is to have it out like by the 20th, cross my fingers. So I'm already working on the projects right now. That's why the one done and the other 2 are nearly finished. So as soon as the 10th hits, I'm going to start cutting them and I'm going to overnight this stuff. So if it wasn't that we had our our virtual event coming up, they'd be out next week. But my goal is to get them out pretty soon. And I have Eden's garden class going out too. So I have a bunch of stuff going out. But my goal is to get it out to you definitely before Thanksgiving. So everybody have a great day and I will catch you back here later soon. Bye.